Hey, I'm going to record now. Just need about 10 minutes. What was that? No, I'm okay. I'm just going to have the Italian wedding soup. That's good for me. I've got my hot tea here. I'll cash app you. Thanks. Hey, kiddo. Here's the video I promised to show you. I made it in okay. It was so nice hanging out with you this week. I missed everyone so much. I still can't believe how big you've gotten. A whole 15 years old. Feels like yesterday you were sitting on my back, pretending to be half Superman, half Spider-Man, sticking your spider webs in my hair. I could have killed you for that. Remember how long it took to cut that crap out of my hair? Jeez. Sorry, hold on. All of this traveling is really catching up to me, I swear. Somewhere between China, India, Australia, home in South Africa, and New York, I picked up this nasty cold. It's really kicking my butt. Anyway, Gramps looks good. So glad he's moving around after the hip surgery. That is one brave man, let me tell you. Did I ever tell you about the time he pulled my T-Rex out of a lion's cage at the zoo? It was incredible. This guy climbed the side of the cage to unimaginable heights and grabbed the toy from the side of the cage. I could never sit still when I was little, and with a dripping lemon gelato cone in one hand and a T-Rex in the other, I stuck the T-Rex in the cage. It was a tough decision, but I had to figure out what to do quickly, or else I'd be a sticky mess of lemon gelato. Why Mom put me in a tree next to the cage, I will never know. That was pretty wild. Everyone was brave, including me. You know how you always ask me why I wanted to get away? There's a lot you don't know and some stuff I will tell you as you get older, when you're ready. But there comes a time in a man's life when he needs to find his own way, his own freedom. When I first stepped foot in New York City, and I saw that American flag waving in New York City, I got emotional. Only a little. It wasn't all dramatic or anything. It was just this feeling like I was being brave and free. Then things started to change. I realized things didn't need to stop there. I need to see the whole world. And that's part of the reason why I took up blogging. And the best part was getting paid to travel and blog about traveling. Win-win. See, you should always be thinking about how you should be free. Freedom comes first. Then think about what you really want to do, what you are passionate about. Then make some money to do it. Canada is my new home. I know what you're thinking, but bro, you didn't tell me. Well, there's news for you. I didn't want to say it when I was in South Africa because I knew everyone would freak out. And you don't know how to keep secrets. It's true. Don't look at me like that. I can still see you in the future. I know you like the back of my hand. Remember that, Ben. There's so much to do, so much to see. Time will slip away, and before you know it, you are old, like Grandpa, being brave and rescuing a toy T-Rex from a lion's cage and whatnot. You'll always be somewhere in the middle between cultures and experiences and people. And you know what? You will never feel at home. You know why? Because there is only one, where your family is, where your best memories are, where you were most brave. I love you, buddy. I know I sound all mushy, but it's true. When I get lonely, yes, I get lonely, I think about you guys. Tomorrow I head to Toronto, to my new apartment. It's cold as heck up there, so I'm not looking forward to moving in the dead of February, but it's got to get done. Hey, don't forget to send the video back after you get this, okay? All right. Miss you, kid. Say hi to Mom and Gramps for me. Talk soon. I miss you, kid. Miss you, kid.
Today is March 11th, 2020. My name is Jupiter Russo, and today marks my first day in lockdown. I'm going to record every day so we can look back at this, because this is a really crazy time, and I know it's going to make history, so why not? Right? Okay. So I've never recorded myself like this. The only time I've ever done this is when I'm making a self-tape or something. So this is awkward. But let's just day one. First time for everything, right? So I figured today I'll introduce myself, show you my room, and yeah, that's that. My name is Jupiter. I said that. My parents were really into astrology. So I figure I'll get that out of the way, because I know what you're probably thinking. They were artists, sort of. So they owned this vintage shop back in the day, and they had all these zodiac signs set up for each section of the shop. And at the counter where the sun shined right through the window, where's this wind chime that my dad made with the planet Jupiter attached to it for good luck and wealth. So there you go. My mom played the ukulele as a kid, so I picked it up too. So that's the first thing on my list. YouTube and ukulele songs and practice them. So, I'm an actor and I have a whole bunch of things I do to keep me afloat. um, so, like, a typical day for me is working at Planet Fitness from early morning till about noon. I'm also a server, so I usually work about 4 nights a week, mostly weekends. And I'm not going to say where, because if I ever decide to release this to the public, I don't want my bosses to do anything stupid. I don't like it there anyway, so it doesn't even, it's not worth mentioning. I'll save that for another video. I'm in or was in 2 plays and just wrapped up film. The plays were canceled because of COVID, of course. They're talking about doing virtual readings or something like that. And honestly, I don't think it makes any sense. Theater is supposed to be touchy-feely, like close, super close, like emotional close, like cast member to audience member close, just close, you know? We'll see. I'm I'm just taking it day by day. Okay. Enough about that. I'm going to show you how I've set up my room to be the ultimate lockdown quarantine experience. You ready? Okay, so in this corner, I've got my workout clothes set up, and I'm going to put these on so I can do at home YouTube workout videos. I found this awesome Afro YouTube trap yoga routine. Oh my gosh. I love different stuff. Okay, now over in this corner, I have some scripts I want to look over. Okay. And I'm going to really, really immerse myself in some of these plays. I want to imagine what the playwright was thinking, like really unpack. I like really, really unpack. I might even take a stab at writing a play or something. I'm going to have so much time, right? So, something important I should mention. This is all the space I have, literally. I'm rooming with 2 other artists who are actors as well. We share the bathroom, kitchen. I just moved to New Haven, so all of this is new to me. And then this happened, so you can imagine how crazy this all feels right now. Something I'm going to keep doing is my kick punch. That's part of my workout too. I'm a 2nd-degree black belt in Kempo karate. Oh, and here is my emergency stash of Thai noodles, cup noodles, Twizzlers, lemon heads, and I keep fresh kale and spinach in the refrigerator to put in the noodles. It's a little, and a little something special. Oh gosh. You know what's kind of cool is that I can still go to the grocery store so long as I have my mask and gloves on. And there's tons of kale and spinach. It's like everybody goes for the crappy stuff. Oh gosh. You know, giraffes are herbivores. Amazing creatures, aren't they? I've been thinking I should just go plant-based. Long necks, just gliding through the breeze gracefully above trees, above everything, above it all. You know, their spots make them unique. Their beauty, their strength, and uniqueness make them great. Standing above it all, a symbol of freedom. It's going to be a while. No one knows how long, how many days, or what. You know, I waited almost 3 hours on the line with unemployment today. Nobody knows. Nobody. Nobody. All that's left to do, I guess, is wait. To be honest, I don't feel like doing anything right now. Tomorrow's just another day. That's what they say. Tomorrow's just another day. That's what they say. Tomorrow's just another day. That's what they say. Coffee time, coffee time. Hey, hey. Okay. Da-da-da. Girl. I was always the sweet, give everyone my cookies at snack time, pay for this, pay for that, do this, do that. How can I help you kind of chick? My uncle used to ridicule me all the time. He used to hammer me with, in order to be liked, you need to be more passive and sweet and soft, and you need to wear your shirts up to here. And make sure your knees are covered. And I was just, I guess, incredibly sensitive. I can't help the fact that I'm extremely expressive. So I'd explode. He'd try to mute it by saying things like, Ronnie, what's your problem? Fix your face. You need to be a nice little girl. People don't like rough girls. And my mom was all, leave Ronnie alone. She's still learning. She'll get there soon. And over time, I did just that. I became soft and sweet like a hot butter biscuit. And today, all that died. Get your coffee. I woke up at 9 this morning, turned on my Keurig, hopped in the shower, and realized I had run out of my beloved Sharece apricot sugar scrub. Anxious to keep my work from home schedule intact, I waltzed over to my laptop, turned it on, checked my emails. Same stuff, different day. No big deal. It was gonna be an easy day, minus not having my sugar scrub. Ooh, wait for that part. I'm getting to it.
Okay. I hop on a Zoom meeting, which is typically annoying because I'd say about 80% of my coworkers, including my supervisor who can't tell east from west, and I'm controlling my face like this. Everyone's saying things like, oh, COVID has changed my life since I can't go out the way I used to. And homeschooling is so hard. And Jen is crying, actual tears. And everyone's like, I'm here for you, Jen, if you need a listening ear. And I'm still sitting there like a plastic doll. So, after this excruciatingly annoying Zoom meeting, I throw on my protective gear and walk to Coney Island Avenue to the hair store since it's still open, and I'm following all social distancing rules to grab some nail stuff since it looks like I won't be getting a gel mani-pedi anytime soon. I'm super sanitized. I mean, super duper sanitized. I keep tons of hand sanitizer in my bag. I wear my gloves, I wear a mask, I even wear a hat that covers my ears. Yep, I'm that chick. I don't care if I look like a giant astronaut, I'm not catching crap. So, with my nice girl smile and my sanitized coverings all over, I wait in line outside of Hair Magic for my nail supplies and my apricot sugar scrub. This is the only place that sells it. A few minutes go by, and this guy on a bike rolls past me. I think nothing of it. Do you know he wheels back, stops, and says, "Hey, Mom." So I can't ignore him because that would be, well, rude, right? So I simply say, "Hello." He continues, "You are bundled up like it's the end of the world. I could come through and hunker down with you if you're free." So, with my nice girl smile, I say, "I'm already taken. Thanks." Lies. Do you know? This guy reaches in my bag and grabs one of my Bath and Body Cucumber Melon hand sanitizers. My reflexes filled with anger towards all the garbage my family told me about being nice and polite, and I dug my unpolished nails into this guy's wrist and I bit his shoulder. Yes. Oh my God. Yeah, I sure did. Oh, I took it all the way back to kindergarten when that kid snatched the cookies I was already giving away out my hand. All my fear of coronavirus and germs just ran out of me, and all I could do was smile. Oh, I stood on that big red X marking 6 feet distance, and the line moved. He sped off, fell off his bike into the street, and everyone was all, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" I quickly got off that X and ran into the store. I found my Sharece apricot sugar scrub. They were all out of the nail stuff, of course. And I inhaled it, and its deliciousness permeated my nostrils. In that instance, all my joy sat in that little container, and all the chatter and hoopla of everyone checking on that jerk outside melted into apricot paradise. Oh, this is the first, but won't be the last of times that I will stop being the nice girl. I will never let anyone take anything from me ever again, let alone touch me without my consent. So, while COVID sucks, I've gained something in it. I'm owning who I am, face and all. Ronnie, I want you to remember this moment. I want you to watch this back the next time someone tries to mess with you or tell you different. Do you, Ronnie? Do you? Ooh, don't mess with me. Ooh, you go, girl.
Oh, hey there, Brian.
Good morning.
Yes, that light is so bright. I can barely see you. Can you move your computer a little or more? Yeah. Gosh, I didn't think that we would jump into summer quite so quickly.
I know. It's amazing how Mother Nature just flips the switch on you. You never know until it happens. It's like I felt it in the air. I mean, I knew it would creep up on me. It was just a matter of when.
Right? Well, how's your doggy?
Oh, she's a good girl.
She's a good girl.
Isn't that right, Bella?
Oh, sweetie. She's so sweet. Who's a good girl? Who's a good girl?
Good. Yes, that's right. She's a good girl. Oh, excuse me. I've just got to give her a treat. I mean, she looks so sad. She looks like she's missing me with me way over here, and this meeting taking her papa's attention away from her.
Don't do that. She is a good dog.
Oh, yes, you're a good dog.
Oh, hello, Chloe. Hi, how are you?
Great.
Oh, good. How's everything in your world? Oh, I was thinking of you when they were talking about the students and how they had to hand them their diplomas in their cars.
Yeah.
Well, it's sad. It's just such a shame. I mean, I can't even imagine what it must be like to be a college graduate in 2020. I mean, my God, everything is just happening, and it's just a really sucky time, you know?
Yep.
So I got the report. Thank you. I don't know what I would do without you.
Oh. Hi, Chloe. How's it going? Okay, so yeah. Gina sent me the final report, and everything is good. The only thing we're missing is the section on deliverables.
What about it?
There's an entire page missing explaining what we've done this past fiscal year.
What exactly have we done?
Oh, well, there was that 5K run for Black and Brown communities in the Hill.
Right. That was great. There were a ton of sponsors, and 200 people showed up. I mean, the entire event, that brought in how much, Gina?
$30,000.
Mm-hmm. 30K. That was great. Oh, and the Make Lives Better conference. That was awesome. We brought in that woman from the diversity consulting firm. What was her name again? I forget. It was super long.
Geez, if I can remember. I do remember that the cost per plate was $50 and we barely had enough seats for everyone. That was a great one too. That brought in an easy 50K.
Yeah, and what about the backpack drive for the back to school this past fall?
Right, yes, that was great PR. There we were right in the street with our tables and our cars with banners. Oh, and that radio station was there. What was their name?
They played hip hop and R&B.
That way. That one was awesome too. Everyone showed up and everyone crowded around the tables like kids in a candy store. It was like Christmas.
Yeah, those backpacks, they're made out of paper-thin material. You couldn't even fit one regular school book in them. One literally crumbled in my hand when I dropped it in water.
Well, we did get them donated. The sponsors were nice enough to give those to us. I mean, geez, we got them for free.
All right. Well, Brian, you said we were missing information on the report. So, Chloe, can you have that completed by Friday? I need to give it over to Pam as soon as possible. And she's been backed up with grants since COVID, and I don't want her feeling overwhelmed.
Overwhelmed.
I need you to really zhuzh it up a little bit. You want to put in all the little stuff we did along with the bigger stuff, like the Zoom meeting we did for parents on Snap, and how we helped out Latino families before COVID hit by bringing in that bilingual puppet show that taught kids how to eat healthy on Snap.
Guys, I'm done.
Oh, I know. You're tired and you have a lot.
Like I'm done. Like I'm leaving done.
What? Chloe, what are you saying?
I wrote something, and since I have you both on Zoom, I might as well read it right here, right now. I was going to send you an email saying something like, thank you for the experience I've gained here, and I've learned so much, and I have these wonderful memories of the time here, and blah, 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 and thank you for this opportunity, and best of luck, and consider this my 2 weeks notice, yada, yada. But since the most recent unfortunate events here, I might as well leave with some hot truth, right? I mean, what do I have to lose? You come this far, right? Today is June 2nd, 2020. Exactly 1 week after George Floyd died in front of America's eyes for an excruciating 8 minutes and 46 seconds. Now, before some of you stop the video, I know some of you are not a fan of mine, and that's okay. I have no hard feelings towards you. Trust me. I just want you to hear me out. Like, actually listen to what I have to say. Some of you know me beyond our surface level conversations, prior to meetings where we settle in and make small talk to have some sort of normalcy before we delve into meetings about how we can better serve our Black and brown communities. Being one of the only other people of color, besides Natasha, who's half Puerto Rican, half white, I can't help but to think about the funding we received. Or should I say, you received year after year to serve our community's colors. And so look around the table. Every single one of your staff members is a white person. A white face, a white body, a white voice, and worse, a white thought. Now, before you say, oh, Chloe, it's not about that. As you know, Black people die every day. And it's not because cops are killing them. They kill each other too. And that's why this non-for-profit organization is here. We provide them resources they need.
Well, we talk about this all the time.
Help, but to wonder why I've stayed silent during these meetings. This is simply not just another day at the office. This was not just another Black death. The whole world protested this weekend on behalf of 400 years of fatigue, brutality, rape, slaughter, mistreatment, and downright attempted genocide. These public demonstrations were a call to response to reform the police department, to change the slave patrol model that still exists today. Chynna, your son is mixed like me. His father is a black man. How can you possibly think that this non-for-profit organization gives a damn about black people when you can't even send an acknowledgement email? This is not business as usual. I mean, everyone should be outraged and everyone should hear the call to action, but no, you don't see yourself in the problem. You think this is just a black problem and not everyone's problem. How long will you willingly apply for funding to start communities of color and not hire management that represents them? How long will you not acknowledge that we have a 400-year problem? When will you acknowledge that black people were brought here to be labor and not expected to survive in this white land that the white people claimed as their own? Your ancestors, your home, your bank accounts, your institutions, your lineage, your wealth all sits on the blistered and beaten backs of black folks. I stayed quiet because that's culture. Your culture. And it's toxic. And I've had enough. So, no, I will not finish my 2 weeks. I will gracefully exit this non-for-profit company today. And no, I don't want to hear, I'm sorry. I don't want to hear I have a friend or a family member that's a nice cop. I don't want any superficial apologies. All I ask is that you acknowledge the blood money that is on your hands and put it where it counts. You even have a conscience. I don't want anything from you. I just want my damn dignity. And by the way, I'll be starting my own company. So when your black and brown clients no longer need your services, give me a call. I know exactly what we need.
What in the hell just happened? Chloe!
I don't think ever in my 15 years working in this organization that I would have heard the words she used. How dare she?
I don't know what to say.
I got her this job.
You did? I didn't know.
I thought it would be good because she was a recent college graduate and she worked hard to get her own degree and she understood our work and our mission, and I just thought she'd fit right in.
Fit right in?
Well, she's articulate and she can speak to the cause. I was even talking about promoting her and adding diversity coach to her title so that she could facilitate meetings on diversity instead of us hiring someone from outside. It would be like getting 2 for 1. And it would be good for her resume too.
You know, just between you and I'm tired of them making it about that.
About what?
I mean, people need to be held accountable for their actions. In my house, we say all lives matter. It just seems too selfish to say Black Lives Matter. Even my friend Jeff, who's Black, agrees. I mean, isn't that why we do this work? All lives matter, including other people.
Honestly, this is an old problem. The truth is, we just don't know what to do about it.
I just think she was rude.
I get why she's upset, but I just don't have the answers. And honestly, Brian, by acknowledging all of the stuff that's happening to them, we become accountable and we would have to do something. And frankly, I just don't even know where to begin.
Does Natasha know anything about grants?
Hardly. I can't even get her to do a simple intake with a client. No, I'm not letting her anywhere near grant documents. You're going to have to fill in until I can find a replacement.
I mean, I know about grants, obviously, but it's above my pay grade. I need a raise to take on all that Chloe did. That's a lot. I am not able to do everything Chloe did for us. Not a quarter.
We're screwed.
Of all the ways you could have done this, you chose this, a letter. Is this the best you could do? Is this really what I deserve, Tina? This line right here, wow, you got some nerve. We knew this was coming, so I'd rather stop now instead of continuing, knowing that we aren't going to be happy forever. I cherish you. I'll always cherish you, Tomcat. I just think this is best. Here I am, the start of a pandemic, and I'm going through a surprise breakup. I already bought you an engagement ring. My mom told me. She warned me about you. She was right. She called it. You were no good. No good for me. You're a user. That's what you are. Oh my God. This is just like deja vu. My judgment is so off. I'm so stupid sometimes. No, Thomas. No. You're not going to beat yourself up over another failed. You know what? You're not going to do what you always do. You're not going to call her and beg for reasons why. You're not going to cry yourself to sleep. Nope, not this time, Thomas. Not this time. You're going to make a statement. You're going to make her feel how she's making you feel right now. Oh, get her where all her ex-boyfriends can see her on Facebook. Okay, there we go. See this table? This is the table where I planned out my engagement surprise for you. This is the table where I set up my laptop and picked out the perfect princess cut ring for your frail ring finger. This is where I looked my mother in the eye and told her that you were the one after she shook her head for 10 minutes and then walked out. Ooh. See this? This is going in the garbage. Just like my heart, which you tore out of my chest, Tina. Oh, You weren't the best cook, but I put on a really good act when you would make your excuse for onion soup. Ah. Oh, and this cheese, it stinks just like this does. Look at this, Tina. It is Mount Trashmore, and it is a waste of my hard-earned money on your cooking experiments. Oh. Mm-hmm. You see this bed, Tina? This is where we had our first kiss after a night of Netflix and chilling on our first date. That was easy, huh? Mm. Mm. See this stove? See? This is how our love burned. Or so I thought. Now you've burned our love down to the ground, and what's left of us, huh, Tina? Perhaps I should learn to cook. I had to put up with your subpar signature turkey bacon and scrambled eggs. I never liked turkey bacon anyway. Just wash it away. Wash it all away. That's right, Tina. Just wash it away. You know, there comes a point in someone's life where they just have to stop and drink a good cup of Joe or wine. and remember, there are more important things in life than relationships. Who am I kidding? You are the one missing out, Tina. You are. I have my life together, and what do you have? Huh? All of your exes used to call you 20 times a day. I was your doormat. I know it. Yes, it took COVID and the reality that you'd have to show your true colors for me to really see it. I just want this message to go out to all of your exes and to you, Tina. I am doing just fine. I'll be okay. The question is, will you? When will you stop lying to yourself about what you really want? It isn't cool what you did, but you know what? You know what? I'm going to be bigger than that, and you can have it. You can have this carefree. Oh. Oh, Tina. Hello, Tina? Yeah. I miss you too. Please come home, baby. Rufus and I are sick and worried about you. I know, I forgive you. I forgive you, I know. I know. I know.
I know. Hmm.
Hey, Jacqueline. So I told myself I wasn't going to do this, but I think it's only fair for you and for me that I tell you what I'm thinking directly, without the lights, without the cameras, and producers of Bride to Be. I want to really talk to you, like really talk to you like a human being, person to person. I know the show told us to do personal testimonials since the whole COVID thing, but I'm not sending this video to them. I'm only sending it to you. I have to be honest. I'm really troubled. You know, I would love to just talk to you on the phone, like FaceTime you or something. But since we signed the agreement for no contact, it really sucks. So here's what I'm thinking. I really like you. Genuinely. Not a fake TV kind of like. I really, really think that you are amazing. Everything you told the experts about yourself was exactly what I was looking for. You're super brilliant, witty. You're funny. I love the way you dress. How you wear your hair in that beautiful, colorful head wrap with kente print. I love your sun-kissed dreadlocks underneath. Gorgeous. You are every essence of the word queen. I love your beautiful and smooth dark brown skin. And that's where I'm troubled. When the cameras went off, we went to the green room and you were just turned off. Just like a robot. It was like I wasn't even there. You straight up ignored me. I heard you say something to that other contestant. What's her name? Oh yeah, Jenny. That Jenny girl. You had this long conversation with her in the waiting room. So I have to be honest with you. I eavesdropped on you guys. I was just standing in the hallways with your coffee and 4 sugars and no cream in my hand. And I heard you say something that went to this weird place, like, he don't even know what greens are. And what were they thinking? Do I look like I would even want a guy like that? Right after, I entered the room and sat your coffee down on the counter. Needless to say, we went back into shoot, and you left it there, cold. You never even tasted it. You never even took a sip. Look, I need you to know something about me. I signed up for the show because, well, I'm sick of being alone. And I'm sick of not living my truth. I'm ready to have the love of my life come and just, I don't know, make my world joyful again. I didn't say this on the show, and I didn't tell the producers, but I was depressed for a really long time. If you want to know why, it's because I don't remember the last time I felt like myself, my real self. I hate my job. I got my degree in communications, but I'm a musician. I just want to play music. I feel it all in my bones. Hip hop, neo soul, jazz infused music. I love hopping on the train to New York to just check out the underground bands. It fills my soul. The room full of people who just want to vibe out, smoke a little, BS a little, drink a little, and jam a little. In the same place at the same time. Not a care in the world. That's where I want to be. I want to be on the beach with the love of my life, just walking and talking about how we're going to change the world. Music by music, song by song, dance by dance, color by color, people by people. I was hoping you would have felt the same. Listening to your conversation made me realize that no matter what I do or did on and off the show, you wouldn't be able to really, truly ever see me for me. I'm not what you think. And that's why I'm making this video. I want you to know that after this whole quarantine COVID situation, I plan to really date you. I mean, like, really date you. I'm going to walk you around, all around downtown New Haven. I'm going to introduce you to the best greens you've ever had. I know you don't eat pork, so I won't put ham hocks in them. I'll just switch it out for turkey necks. No biggie. I'm going to take you to New York to jam out with me. sip a little something, sing a little something, dance a little something. And most importantly, I'm going to make you smile a little something. I know this isn't the end of the world, but if it was, I really wish I could spend tonight, this moment, with you. I know we got TV married, but I want to take this time to ask you, Jaylana, can I get to know you? Like, really know you? It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. And I'll feel fine with you, Jaylana.
Hi, Joshua. It's 6 p.m. Just checking in as per usual. I haven't heard from you since last Monday. I hope you don't mind, but I had Brother Seymour call Bethel to check on you. He said he let me know if you heard anything, so I don't know if you got the message. Just now that I'm not trying to bother you or anything, I'm just worried. Especially with all this COVID-19 thing, and I just hope you're okay. I figure if I keep sending you video messages, you'll have them for memories. Like when Paradise gets here. It'll be awesome. Yeah, there was a lady in the Zoom meeting that was inactive for like 5 years. But she's scared and wants to come back. I can't imagine being out there in the world, especially knowing that we're in the final parts of the last days, as they say in the broadcast. Shortly, Jehovah will destroy everyone. And death will be no more, and formal things have passed away. Every time you'd say that scripture that says pestilence will be one of the last signs of the final days, I just get this chill down my back. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. I'm here with Sister Overly, and I have everything I need. Jehovah really provides. Well, the friends come and check on her every day because she's over 60, so it's been a bad house over here, so I would leave more than the 15 messages I leave per day, but just know that I'm thinking about you a lot. Oh, I've got a pot roast in the oven. Oh, the house smells amazing. I know if you were here, you'd love it. I don't want to tempt you too much over there, but it's really good. I promise. I've been thinking a lot about our last conversation. It's like the way you spoke and the tone of your voice, everything is preserved in my memory forever. I really hope you're okay. And all that stuff you said about not being ready for marriage and being single is a privilege and you're preparing for Armageddon, so you need to reduce your responsibilities. Well, I don't know. I don't pay any mind, you know? I know that deep down inside, you want to charge through Armageddon with me, hand in hand. Jehovah put us together. You remember we were at Cynthia's hall and the ministerial servant sent me that note from you? I have it right here. Save to my laptop. It says, "Hi, I saw you at the gathering last night. If you're available after the meeting, I'd like to speak with you. That's okay." That moment when you walked up to me with that gorgeous Colgate smile, and when you asked me about Cynthia, I knew you were really asking about me. I knew it the whole time. I just hold that moment so dearly in my dreams. Who did you think you were fooling? You're so funny. I mean, why would you give me your email address? I see the light on Skype indicating when you're on and off. You want me to know about you. I get it. And Cynthia's been acting strange too. I wonder if all this end stuff is really getting to her. I just hope she prays to Jehovah regularly. That's all I can say. The last time we were at the hall, she didn't even underline her Watchtower magazine, so you never know. Jesus might have to send her to the sign. Well, that's why you and I, well, where's one? You being at the world headquarters of Jehovah's Witness or Bethel. It's just perfect. It's perfect for me. You're what I need. I'm what you need, Joshua. I'm the perfect wife. The capable wife in Proverbs 31:10. Oh! Okay, my powers. All right, well, I'm going to try you again later, but just remember this. While you're there at Bethel, I'll be here waiting for you, ready to charge to the flaming flames of Armageddon together. Brother and sister Joshua Young. We'll live together forever in paradise. Oh. Till next time.
Remember this bowl, Jimmy? It's the bowl I made your favorite lemon sugar cookies in back in February. Exactly 8 months ago when we talked in the lunchroom at work and you told me I looked hot in my new blue jeans for dress down day. Exactly a week after that conversation, we were standing in the exact same spot watching CNN dissolve our world into dust, which blew its way into my bedroom. It's the same bowl you licked the brownie batter off of exactly 7 months ago when you brought over your coronavirus COVID-19 lockdown duffel bag of clothes, deodorant, and all sorts of belongings that made a mess in my bedroom. Exactly 6 months ago when you proposed to me after an argument over my Prince collection, which you purple rained all over my parade when you said Prince is weak. Well, I know what weak is, Jimmy. Weak is wearing the same socks 2 days in a row because you're too weak to walk to the laundry hamper, Jimmy. Weak is when you just can't be honest about what you want out of life, so you tell people what they want to hear because why not? Huh, Jimmy? Ain't it weak to say crazy things like, let's just get married, then turn around and act like it never happened? When COVID is over and you leave the house and return to work like nothing ever happened between you and I? When I saw you walk in the parking lot that day we all returned to work and you couldn't even look me in the face. You made an engagement ring for me out of my granddad's old corn pipe. You got some nerve. You do. You know what's weak, Jimmy? Taking advantage of your love-struck coworker, like who's dumb enough to just let you march into her heart like some big old Tyrannosaurus Rex who lays around all day in COVID bliss. You weren't even sick. I made you homemade soup just like my mom did for my dad, and you ate it all. You ate it all, Jimmy. You ate up everything. House, heart, home, all of it. But all that's done now, ain't that right, Jimmy? Well, guess who's laughing now? That's right. Mr. I'm gonna fake marry my weakling little coworker and stomp all over her heart with my disappearing act. Well, I got a new recipe for you. Jimmy cracked corn, and I don't care. You see this bowl, Jimmy? It's mine. Everything that goes into it belongs to me. This lemon zest, it belongs to me. This apron, it belongs to me. This gorgeous face, it belongs to me. This smoke show body, it belongs to me, Jimmy. And you know what? This beautiful, special, precious cat that my son held on to ever since he was born also belongs to me. And you can't have it. Know why? Because I know who I am now. I know who I am, Jimmy. I learned that the worst of situations can bring out the best of people. And sometimes that's only temporary. And you know what? That's perfectly okay. And I'm perfectly okay. You know, you were a somebody when we were on lockdown. And now you're a nobody. Know why? Because, baby, you're yesterday's news. I'm a star. Eat your heart out, Jimmy. You know, this crisis wasn't really a crisis at all. I found my freedom. When you get this message, Jimmy, I want you to remember one thing. You can run, but you can't hide. Karma is gonna get you good. The joke's on you, Jimmy.
So, it's crazy, right? I had big dreams, like huge Broadway dreams. Like I literally put a deposit down on a cute little studio in Brooklyn, New York, and I was going to use my savings on living expenses for the year while working 2 serving jobs. I planned on going to auditions in the city and landing a role on a Broadway or off-Broadway show. And I was open for anything. I mean, anything. Typical Leo. But my mind was fixed to be open to anything and to really hustle. I even sold my dog, Junie, to our neighbor. She's elderly and always loved Junie, so she was like a family member for her. I broke up with my boyfriend. He was kind of a jerk in the end anyway, so that wasn't a big deal. Oh, I ordered this really cool futon that had all of these storage functions, like hidden drawers and stuff. I laid out the interior in my mind. I was going to do a red, yellow, and green color scheme, and the bathroom was going to be all tropical with palm tree leaves on the shower curtain. Broadway. You know, I always wanted to live that life. When COVID hit, everything dissolved. Everything changed. My dream was disintegrated glitter left behind after a New Year's party. Actually, that's exactly when it happened. See, I got sick. It was after my friend Sarah's New Year's Eve / my moving away party. The next day I was sick as a dog, thinking it was all of the tequila and Jello shots, but I was really sick. I'm pretty sure it was COVID. My mom freaked out and I listened to her and finally went to the doctor and they said it was just the flu, but looking back, I'm pretty certain it was COVID. And that's what postponed my move-in date. I couldn't get on the plane because they shut down the airline for a while, and even though I put down a deposit, I couldn't get out of Texas. And it all went downhill from there. I had no job. I had to stay with my parents. Junie was gone. All I had left was my dream. I cried. I cried myself to sleep almost every night like a baby because I started to realize that theater would never be the same. I mean, how would people come together to watch a show? How would actors interact with each other keeping 6-foot distance? How would all of this work with a pandemic going on? So one day when I got up on a late afternoon after forgetting what day it was, I surfed through YouTube videos. In my depressed state, I looked up DIY stuff, just random DIY stuff for my apartment that was rotting away in New York. And I came across candle making. Candle making. It was fascinating to see how people were getting really creative with candles. I've always been into Bath and Body Works and Yankee Candle. Just the smell from the mall lures me into the store. But this time, I smelled something like a calling. It was like a light went off, and I started making candles. I couldn't stop, actually. I made them with so many different yummy scents. I started selling them online on Etsy and Facebook. It really took off. My own little candle making business. I guess a lot of people were looking for some kind of light during the crisis. To see and smell a beautifully crafted strawberry watermelon candle glowing on your end table as the world is up in flames, it just kind of reminds you that in this moment, everything will be okay. You know, you can only control what you can, and even though my dream didn't play out exactly as I planned, I stand before you an entrepreneur today. Here's a lemon candle. When it gets low, you see, all you have to do is melt it down and make another one. Kind of like my life, I guess. Smells so good.